Sawtooth Dave, what's up, y'all? How y'all been? Been kind of an interesting week for me. A lot of running around, but not necessarily knife-related stuff getting done. But we getting stuff done. Yeah, let's get into that first. Why not? So I told y'all last week I sold a few, traded a few. And I'll get into that in a second as far as knife goes. But I told you guys that me and my wife kind of have a little every year anniversary. We kind of meet into the mines, figure out what we're going to do. Kind of decided we want to work on the ship container back out here back. So we did hire a friend of ours to help us frame the rest of it, and we got insulation going in and all that stuff like that. But that money's got to come from somewhere. Hot Rod decided that she will sell her bike. So yeah, I guess we're down to one Harley now. So kind of feels weird. Still got two bikes, so I got a Buell and a Harley. But it's kind of weird not having both of us have cruisers. So we'll see how that goes. Nobody said anything about the mic last week. It sounded clear and good to me, so we'll go with it until someone says otherwise. Hopefully it'll sound better than, because like the air conditioner back here, dogs over here, cats over here. We'll see how it goes. I'm not a tech guy once again, so if y'all got ways to help me improve, let me know. I'm willing to try it. Really quickly, I'm not gonna keep harping on it. I'm just gonna every week let you know what I got for sale or whatever, until I don't feel like selling or trading nothing else. But for sale or for trade, still got this DSK. I think it's the Atreyu or something like that. Still got that one. Still got the 0456 Blackwash. And I still got the Infraction. That's kind of sort of been bastardized by me. Clip, whatnot. Those three are up. If y'all want one, let me know. There's more, but they're kind of been sent out of people to check out. Maybe they buy them, maybe they won't, kind of thing. And as I get them back, I'll let y'all know. For the people who have asked, I don't really have. I'm not gonna be like I'm selling everything. I'm just this is what's available right now. If you're interested. So I guess let's get into that for a second. I guess I was really into the giveaways for a long time. I guess you get to a certain point with, I guess, the style of knives I have that, like, I don't want to say it's too much to give away, but it feels weird. And I feel like you get a lot of people that not necessarily normal people that view your channel that win the giveaways and kind of disappear. Like, with the exception of Gary, which I talk to Gary on Instagram every now and then, guy who won a 550 a while back. I really don't talk to many of the people who've won stuff for me. So I kind of feel like that's a weird way of doing things now. Not to say who it was, but I was talking to another YouTuber who was giving away I thought a pretty damn good knife, and I was only one of 6 people who went into the contest, because you had to say something on YouTube and go to Instagram, and I guess people are just too lazy to do both, which is kind of odd to me. Like, to give away such a good knife, only 6 people put in for it. So my way of giving back from now on is going to be through sales. So the people who bought first round stuff, or I got sent stuff out to them, and they're either trying it or whatever, they get hell of good prices, and I think they can probably all attest to that. I think that's how I'm gonna continue doing things. Like, there's some knives that I'm not gonna budge on prices, and there's some knives that we'll let them go. Some that I'm not sure about, like that DSK, we have to work something out. Damn, I'm long-winded, dude. Already 3.5 minutes. I ain't done a damn thing yet. All right, so what I really want to talk about is, like, the other. So, like, if you're not buying, you're trading and that sort of thing, and like the networking and trading and all that stuff. It doesn't always work out, but when it does work out, I love when it works out right. So what I'm saying, I guess in this is, like, Will of WC Blade Reviews, he sent me this Dominator V4. He got it. He didn't really connect with it. As soon as I put it in my hand, I did. So I kind of knew that I wanted it. He kind of knew that I did. And there's a few knives that he hadn't seen that he wanted to kind of check out, so I sent him a few his way, or a couple his way. I got a couple more to send him his way. But he ended up really liking that XM24, which I hope he does a video on it. I think he probably will. But if you're not subscribed to WC Blade Reviews, just go over there and give him a quick follow. Look at his videos. We ended up working at swap, so that Dominator is mine and the 24 is his now, which is cool. Like, I like when a trade works out like that. I wasn't really using that 24. I don't really know why, but it's just one of the ones that, like, I got the other 24. I have a 24, and that's all I really care about, is having one of, I guess, in that particular model. This one suits me fine, so I'll probably end up sending it to him, let him check it out too, just so he can check it out. But where am I going long-winded with this? It's cool when trades work out. I guess, like, Cole, which is a dude that I had bought a Sawtooth back, and bought a sawtooth off of, which he got it off of a post that I posted, and it turned around. I think that's the one that Billy has now, but I'm not. So many things going through my head, I can't remember. But anyway, he had a knife that was like. So if y'all follow me for a long time, like before the Hoback situation, Alpha Hunter Tactical I had a copper scaled Alpha Hunter, and it's now at Rodney Knife Tastics. He had one of those. I think he had number one actually. We almost got a deal on that. Like we were really close to working out a deal. It just didn't work. But I mean, that's how it works sometimes. Like you both got to be happy with what you're getting, right? So if y'all are looking for a knife like that, like if you've seen that in the past and know what it is, nobody want to check it, go to Reddit, search for it, you'll find it. That's Cole. He's a straight up cool ass dude if you buy with confidence. Okay, so that's what I will say. If you're interested in something like that, I don't know who may or may not see it, and hopefully Cole, if you watch this, you don't mind me saying something. So while we're talking about trades, like y'all know how much I like DSKs in general. Like there's not, you haven't heard me say a whole lot of bad things about DSKs. There's a few that I like more than others, but like especially that, if you remember the dimpled one with the acid blade, the GF2 Tanto, I traded that, and that was one I didn't really ever anticipate trading. But when Steve said that he was actually considering parting ways with this Rogovitz, or that he would part ways with this Rogovitz, I jumped all over it. So this one is now mine, very thanks to Steve Clare, and the DSK is now his. Trades have to work both ways there. Like this is not a inexpensive knife, and neither was that GF2. So I love it when trades work out, just like that Dominator. It's kind of like, like it's just fun to connect with other people and have a knife that they like and you like more, and it work out in the long run. Like I love the trading thing, and I forgot how much I love the trading thing until recently, because once you kind of go above a certain threshold, like trades usually don't work out. Like when you're dealing with like ZTs and stuff like that, like you can kind of sort of shift around a lot in that range and not really be out money, just kind of shipping and that sort of thing. When you get into knives like this range of knives, like it's not an inexpensive knife at all. Like it's hard to find trades that you're both satisfied with. I guess it's been in my experience anyhow, until lately, and then I seem to be getting quite a few, which is awesome. I love that part of that hobby. So ironically, now I have, well, this is not Steve's, but one just like the one he has. Well, not just like, but very similar run and everything. This Luther, and then that Rogovitz now is mine. And I am talking to, I believe his name's Sergey, but don't quote me on it, but Rogovitz, whatever his first name is, about maybe possibly getting another one of those, or maybe something else. We're talking. We'll see if we can come up to an agreement with stuff. Like he tends to like doing a little more elaborate stuff than what I care about. Not that y'all care, but I'm just it's fun, right? All right. So Steve, being the guy he is, he can't just send the knife that we did the deal on. He's got to send some other stuff to check out too, which I think is pretty badass of him. So this is a Pena, and I think his note, I'm gonna summarize and hopefully I get it right, but basically he was basically saying that, in his opinion, he'd rather have one custom-made Pena than 3 X series made by Riots. Basically because the maker made it, not just designed it. So I think that's a pretty cool way of approaching things. I kind of like Steve's way of being diverse in his collection. Like he has like a lot of varying different knives, but usually one from every manufacturer. A couple exceptions, but for the most part, one from every manufacturer. Now this one I'm not even gonna try because I suck at it. But this is a Pena front flipper, and I kind of, there we go. I suck at the front flippers, but it's a little guy. It's a little guy. And Steve's told me when he sent it, he's like, it's probably not gonna be a sawtooth knife, but it's gonna be one of those knives that worth checking out kind of thing. And I will say 100%, as soon as you put this in your hand, you could feel the quality and the difference. Now I've never handled the X series or the production series, or maybe I have had like a Q balls or somebody's like that. Maybe I have handled one of those, but this knife, you can tell it's custom made. Like it's another level, man. Like it's just something really, really cool about feeling like a hand element involved in this. Like that's how I feel with this one. So really cool to check this one out. So I appreciate Steve for sending it to me. Definitely not a me knife at all, but if you're into like slip joints and that sort of thing, I could see where this would be something you'd be interested in. And what's cool enough is he sent a slip that his dad made, kind of goes with it. So I guess the whole combination is pretty damn cool to me. Not my wheelhouse, but definitely cool to check out. And the other one Steve sent, I'm not into this style of knife at all. Like 100% not my cup of tea at all. This is Bling Bling City, but as soon as Hot Rod saw it, she was like, "Oh, I love that." And this is the Herman Knives Ishtar. And you can see how much bling's in this one. I have no idea about price range or anything on this one. I think Steve would let me borrow another one of these Hermans. I can't remember what the name of it was. It was the biggest one, whatever they make. And I thought the same thing about that one. Like, it's super nice, super well machined. It's just not a mean knife. And it's so funny how, like, I don't mind the Persian style at all. The Sinkovich kind of upswept, and obviously Herman style has like it too. But it's kind of, they kind of almost have that same similar appearance. This is just a bling bling knife, and if you're gonna go bling, you might as well go all the way bling, right? Like, wear a suit if you're gonna wear a suit. Don't go half stepping with a suit vest and not jeans. No, you go all the way if you're gonna go. That's what I say. So yeah, I like it. It's cool. Just not for me. But like I said, Hot Rod was already like, hell yeah, how much does that cost? That she was ready to buy one. So don't tell me how much it cost, Steve, because I don't want to know. I don't want to try to buy her Hot Rod a knife, but maybe in the future, but not right now. Not saying I want to buy yours, but just in general. But thanks for letting me borrow those, man. Honestly, really cool. As far as me being any progress on the mills, maybe I should take you guys out there, but I'm just going to broadly throw out where I'm at. If you guys have electronic experience, CNCs and that sort of thing, like maintenance on, please send any information you got my way. Because the components in the back of my CNC are like name brand Eaton and Siemens and all that stuff like that, but I don't know a whole lot about it. So if anybody knows the difference, single phase power is what you plug your dryer into, 240, whatever else. You need a phase converter in order to run a 3-phase machine, which is what the mill is. So I got a phase converter, hooked it up. Never done that before. So I've worked in a shop that had a phase converter, but I didn't have to do any electrical part of it. So I had to make sure I did all that wiring right. I checked it. I believe everything I've done is right. Got to the CNC. I got it, like, you could turn on certain components and certain components come on, but the controls won't. So something's between the main power coming in and the controls isn't communicating. I don't really know what it is. I can find a relay where I can push it, hold it, and the pump will come on for the coolant, and the pump is rotating the correct manner. So I'm pretty sure it's not out of phase. The power is hooked up enough where a 4-phase or 3-phase pump, 4-wire pump will work, and it's rotating the right way. So that's where I'm at. I don't know anything else at this point. I have some manuals, but I don't have them all. So I'm probably gonna hit up Q Ball for some information if he can get some. Um, I don't know if I should even put it out there or not, but Q Ball is able to access some of the stuff that I can't. And if you haven't seen Q Ball's Corner, Q Ball's Cutting Corner, I think is what it is. Q Ball started a channel. He's been in the community for a long time. Definitely go hit him up. Definitely go hit Ken up, Ken Faulkner. If you hadn't seen his videos, there's somebody else I wanted to shout out. I've been meaning to shout out, and I've been meaning to shout out Ken forever, and I just keep forgetting. So much stuff been going on now. I'm trying to play catch up and kind of get back into the swing of things, but Blade Show coming up. I don't know how much more I'm going to be putting into the mill or in the knives in general until after Blade Show. So I might slow down for a week or two. I mean, y'all still probably hear me run my mouth about something because obviously I can't shut up. Even talking about nothing, here I am 13 minutes and I ain't talked about nothing other than what happened, I guess, betrays and stuff. But hey, it's been fun. I don't know. Is this video any good? Just sitting and bullshitting? I mean, some weeks are more exciting than others. Like, a few weeks back when Steve did send those knives, and like that whole getting the mills that week, and that was just an epic week, and I could ride that high for a few months, I think. But anyway, I'm kind of getting frustrated and trying to figure out the mill thing. I need professional come help me, or somebody at least spread some knowledge my way where I can check something, because at this point I'm at a standstill, and it's kind of like I hate being at a standstill and not knowing where to go to fix something or troubleshoot something. So I'm kind of out of my depth at this point. So it's a matter of climbing in a manual that I don't have to try to figure that shit out. So I guess we'll wait and see what happens. Hopefully get that up and running, but it's really frustrating because I have other things in here that I want to do. Like, I said I was going to Project X scales. I've really not gotten anywhere with that. Like, could I go back to the old machine shop I used to work at and run a couple set of scales? Probably let me get away with that. And I might end up doing that just to do something, because just sitting here not doing nothing is kind of frustrating. You can only play on a computer so much and draw things that you don't know if they're going to work or not. What from here? I think that's it. 15 minutes. Let's just call it. All right. Y'all have a good week. Later.